the fastest man in college football, as he told me he was that back in media days.
Yeah.
He lived up to it all year long. Mississippi State wide receiver. Brent, you want to answer that? You want to talk to whoever's calling Richard?
It's his daughter.
It's his daughter. Don't
Hey, Richard.
Richard, take the phone. Take the phone, Richard. There we go.
Masters theme playing.
Mississippi State wide receiver. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. How are you?
Man, I couldn't be better. And let's talk about the season that you had. Because every time I looked up at the press box at Davis Wade Stadium, that was you streaking down the field for another long touchdown. You came into the season with a lot to prove. You told me that in media days. I think nobody could say you didn't prove it.
Well, no, I think for me it was just, taking, Lebby's advice and taking the people around me's advice and just enjoying every moment, every game. And, the results are what they were, but just enjoying the process.
All right, so here's this question I've been stewing on.
We've been waiting to ask you this question all day.
You've obviously raced people in your life. Mm-hmm. Have you ever done like one of those race a cheetah experiences at a zoo, or have you run against a car or a motorcycle?
I have not.
So you've only raced people?
That's about it.
Have you ever done one of those things where, like in your neighborhood, they have the checking your speed signs and you've run past it?
I have not, but I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see what it would
You've never
clock.
done that either?
I've never done
I've done that.
No.
I don't want to tell you what the speed was. But
I'm from a really small town, so we have one stoplight. We don't. So it's
We got to get you out there, though. There's zoos around that would let him race a cheetah. We got to see what would happen.
He would win. He would win. So
tough one.
You think about the season that you had. Obviously the big plays were a huge part of what Mississippi State wants to do offensively. You, Anthony Evans, I thought were one of the top duos in the SEC. Do you feel that partnership with him when you're out there on the field?
No doubt. I think I needed him all year. He needed me all year, and together I think we're something special for sure.
Obviously Blake Shapen, great. I had a good season. But Mississippi State fans are going to be excited about what they saw Friday with Kamario Taylor. You're not going to get a chance to play with him any longer. What should Mississippi State fans? What is the future with Kamario Taylor?
I think they have everything they need in him. I think he has everything he needs to not only be successful, but to go do whatever his dreams are. And I think his ceiling is the highest out of any quarterback I've ever seen. And I'm super excited to see not only what he does, but what Lebby and the entire university do next year.
What's next for you? Now that the season's over, starting to plan for the NFL?
Yeah, plan for the NFL. Get my 40 time where I want it and see where.
Where is that?
Low as I can possibly get it.
What is it normally?
I think the last time I ran it was in high school, and it was a mid 4.3.
Okay.
And so the
the
goal is obviously 4.2 something, whatever that reads.
How do you start that process? So have you gotten feedback from NFL people yet? So season's over.
Yep.
How do you begin the process of preparing for the NFL?
I'm still looking for that question. Right now everything's pretty steady for me, so I'm still looking forward to hearing for some NFL guys, for some agents, and the people around in the building still, and kind of see where that takes me.
Brennan, when you think about this season being in Starkville, only one season, what is the memory that stands out the most? It's got to be the Arizona State game, right?
Yeah, I think that memory for me is the top of the totem pole when it comes to my football career. That moment for me and for the whole town was something special.
I really thought you were going to run into the ref.
Everyone keeps telling me that.
That guy was hauling, trying to get away from you. I was like, he had good speed too.
Yeah, no doubt. I watched it back on replay and seen him running, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense.
He was almost stride for stride for a second, and then you pulled away.
Can you ever be too open? Where you're so open, where like catching the ball makes you nervous?
Yes, absolutely. I think the wide open catches are almost harder than the ones that you're covered because you got all this pressure on you. You look up and there's nobody around you. You're like, I can't drop this.
There you go, Brennan. It was a pleasure covering you this year, man. Pleasure getting to know you, and good luck. I know you're gonna be successful at whatever the next endeavor is. So good luck to you, and we'll see you again.